Alright folks, well we're back at it again, and today we're going to start working on doing the plumbing for the vacuum. So I've got 4 ports, which means I want 4 valves, and I think I'm going to put them right over here, like right in this area. Shouldn't interfere with the door here or anything. And I got lots of bits and bobs. So I think what I'm going to do is make a manifold. I'm going to take this director view off because you don't need to see my face while I'm doing this. So I'm going to make a manifold like so, and then we'll have vacuum on here, and that'll go to a valve. Turn that so it'll sit flat. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, it'd help if I hit the record button. So anyhow, as I said before, but nobody heard because I wasn't recording, I've got these valves, and I'm going to turn this into a manifold, and I'll probably make this as compact as I can. But the idea is to have vacuum here and be able to control each port here, and each one of these will go to one of those 4 over there. So let me make this manifold first, and then try to figure out how I want to mount this over there. I think I may go 90s like that and 90 back in, so that way all you see is this valve sticking out. We'll see. It would have been nice to have like flange valves to where I can just mount it to the wood and do all the plumbing behind, but they didn't have those. Could have ordered them, but I wanted it now. Okay, I did a bunch of stuff off camera. I'm starting to do the plumbing here. I'll kind of show you what I got. So I've got right underneath this, and on top of this, this goes down directly into a 90, and it goes back and then down underneath the bench top. Same with this one, goes into a 90, goes back, and then down right here. These 90s, I had to trim. I don't even have another 90 I can show you. I had to trim a little bit of the thickness off the 90, so it would actually, where's the lens there? So it actually fit. So there's that one. That one. It's a little warm in here. I can't wait to get the AC. It's what are we floating at? Oh, we're only a little above 80. Usually it's around 98. And it's not very pleasant to work in. So let's take a look back here. These ones just go straight down through the bench top, and they're all taking a 90 that way. Let's take a look under here. Alright, so this one is the one from the front, so it comes from the front and then down. And I'm going to trim this and actually go through this 2x4 like I am on these other ones. Here's the back port. I'm going to do a 45 and then a 45, and then put it in line with those two. And then this one is going to go through there and then through there. So I'll have everything over there ready to hook up to the valves and to the vacuum. I ordered, instead of using a shop vac, let me get out of here. It's hot and it's dusty and I'm all sweaty. I ordered a rotary vane pump off of eBay, a used one coming from Oregon. So as soon as that gets here, which should be early next week, I'll figure out how I'm going to connect all this mess up to that mess and not regret what I'm doing. So up here, to seal these, I think I'm just going to epoxy Maybe I'll put a screw in or something just to hold it and then epoxy that. I'd like to have a flange, but I didn't find one that fit for the 1¼ PVC. So yeah, I might just shoot a screw into the side just to hold it and seal it with epoxy. This one I haven't measured yet. I didn't even measure that one over there. It just kind of fit. So I do need to trim this. It's not, these aren't glued together yet. So that is my work in progress. Now I need to find some gasket material. I thought maybe I could use some, I have some hose. I have a bunch of like fish tank hose, air hose up there. Not there. Somewhere I have a bunch of, oh there's, oh that's too big over there. Down on the bucket. Let's see. Nope. Nope. That hose is too big, so maybe I don't have the hose I think I had. I was thinking about maybe using something like this. But that's too small. That doesn't, you know. I gotta order the right thing. Some foam. 1/4-inch foam. Do I have any hose over there? No. No hose. Alright, that's it for now. So, yeah, you're welcome for the excellent camera work. I really put a lot of thought into this one. Alright, I'm having a total squirrel moment. Distracted from the vacuum table by that, which is that over there. I got the AC, and of course, first thing I want to do is get it installed, but really, I should slow down a little bit. Then, I got my vacuum pump, so now I'm distracted from the AC, and I want to take a look at this. And I suspect this is going to be way too small. Pool noodles. All right. Oh, this is much smaller than I thought it would be. Huh. Right, so, I guess when it's 1/8 horsepower, what do you expect? Okay. I plugged it in. That ain't gonna do nothing. I got the wrong thing. I don't know what to use this for now. Alright, so yeah, squirrel on the vacuum table because HVAC arrived. I just turned it on. Just finished putting it in, just turned it on. It is 90 degrees in here. I have it set at 70 and it is 5:23. So, let's see what happens. I can feel the breeze from here, and it's nice. Alright, so here's the mess I made out here. Got this unit hanging off the wall. This being a pole barn, all the, so there's poles, you know, like every 6 feet, every 8 feet, I think. And then there's these crossbars. So this is like bolted into that, but there wasn't anything behind here. It was just metal. So I had to open up the wall and put a 2x6 from one pole to the other to offer some support down here. And if this were a professional doing the installation, obviously this line set would be cut to the appropriate length, but this is a DIY thing, and the lines come sealed and pre-charged, so you can't cut them down to length. Got to go with what they give you. I could have probably trimmed down the electrical line going from here to the indoor unit. Follows the line set up, goes in there, but I didn't. Here's the emergency disconnect, or the outdoor disconnect. It came with everything except for the two 30 amp fuses that go in here, and a little, probably what, 6-foot piece of 10-2 that I put in. So yeah, not too fancy, but check that out. That is humidity coming out of the garage. That is a wonderful thing. Digging that. This isn't too pretty, but yeah. I'll clean up my mess out here in a little bit. And let's go inside and check it out. Okay, it's like a freaking tornado or a bomb went off in here. I keep switching tasks, and I didn't clean up after myself after each one, and this is what happens. But I can feel it's noticeably different in here, and I'm standing right here feeling a wonderful, cold, strong breeze. And I can feel that all the way over here. And it's only been, what, 10 minutes? And it looks like we've probably dropped maybe a degree or two, a degree and a half maybe. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Let's see what it does in an hour. All right, it is now 6 o'clock. So it's been about a half hour. And we've gone down maybe 4.5 degrees. And the humidity has dropped considerably, which is nice. All right, it's an hour and a half, and we've dropped down about 10 degrees, which is fantastic. Feels lovely in here. Humidity has dropped considerably. I think I said that earlier, but well, obviously it's still true. I will enjoy cleaning this mess, and I won't come out a big sweaty pig. Well, I can't change that. I'll just enjoy it from a battery-powered vacuum cleaner, maybe. So I've got this that I don't know what to do with. I'm not gonna buy a new one for $2,000. So next thought was, well, I'll just use a shop vac. I've got plenty of those laying around. As a matter of fact, here's one right here. But I can't stand shop vacs, really. They're noisy. The hoses that they have with these are short, and I just don't like shop vacs. So what else can I do? Now I thought, how about a central vac? People use those all the time, you know, for houses. They have them plumbed out throughout their house. They must have good suction. So I bought one, used, of course, locally, and I think this is what I'm going to use. So it's already got, you know, built-in exhaust muffler thing. There's a PVC port right here to plumb in. I don't have to use this port. It's already nice and compact. It's got a filter. Did I mention? I might have, but the remote on. So you can hook this up to a switch and turn it on remotely. So this kind of does everything I need it to do. And it sucks really good. This has really good suction. So that's what I'm going to use for the vacuum table. Now I have to buy another one because I actually really like this for the shop. If you notice, big old long hose. I've already vacuumed the floor with it, and if I mount it here next to the garage door, maybe up here so it's out of the way, then I can plumb a port on the outside of the garage. I can vacuum the cars. I can vacuum the garage. It's great for small machines like this. It's, you know, high velocity, low flow, high velocity. But yeah, that'll work great for this. So I'm gonna get another one. I'll get a second one of those. I already found one on Facebook Market for like $100. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of that before, and why people don't use those more for small dust collectors. I think it'll work really well. So the other one that I'm going to get, I'll probably end up mounting over here or even under there if it'll fit. Looks like it should fit. Might be a pain in the rear to get the filter off though. But I don't expect or anticipate a whole bunch of dust or debris, you know, coming into here and going into the vacuum. But if it does, there's a filter there, so it's not going to ruin it. Unlike with, you know, this idea, you know, I'd have to get a muffler on here and escape the heat somewhere, and put a filter on here, and then also put a relief valve, which that's already got one in it, so it's already prepackaged, ready to go. Yeah, so I'll have a second one of those tomorrow, and I will continue working on plumbing this guy. I need more fittings. I ran out of 90s. I ran out of a lot of stuff. So I either buy too few or buy too many. Never enough. Never just the right amount. Super excited about this. So I've got it set for 65. It's roughly 80 some odd degrees outside. I've been in the shop for a couple hours. I'm not a sweaty, disgusting mess. It's very comfortable in here. It's floating around, I'd say maybe 71 degrees over here, which is on the other side of the shop. And mind you, those exterior walls are not insulated. The only insulation I have is on the ceiling. And this, what used to be an exterior wall, obviously is not insulated either. And then we come over here, and this is even less insulated than the other side. And even though you can't feel that, it's comfortable over here too. So yeah, look at that mess. God, I need a bigger shop. So I added this on to the shop to catch the overflow. Now I need another addition to catch its overflow. It never ends. Never ends. First world problems, I guess. Anyhow, AC is in. Super excited about that. This is a 24K BTU Mr. Cool unit. It's one of their DIY models. So that means I got to install it all by myself, which really wasn't that hard. Just kind of sucked because it was super hot at the time. But yeah, I'll go outside and show you the outdoor unit. But everything came basically pre-plumbed. The line set was sealed, so when you attach it and crank it all down, it seals and releases the gases, so you don't need a technician to come out and run a vacuum and dry out the lines and fill it with coolant or whatever they, I think R410, whatever they use, I don't know. But I'm happy. Yesterday was the first day that it ran, and it was 90 degrees in here. I turned it on, and within a half hour you can feel the humidity had gone way down, and the temperature was dropping. Keeping the shop right around 70 degrees over here. I mean, I'm literally standing here feeling a cold breeze coming off that machine, and I couldn't be happier. So I'll be able to spend a lot more time in here without having to deal with that sweltering heat. Cold, I don't mind. Cold, well, this is a heater too. I also have a pellet stove in here, so I'm covered with the cold. Now I'm covered with the heat. Yeah, vice versa.